everyone, welcome back to Immediate Movie Reactions. I'm here after seeing Warfare. This is the new Alex Garland film. It's also written by Ray Mendoza. It stars Joseph Quinn and Will Poulter, and it's about a team of Navy SEALs who are trapped in during an operation. I believe it was in Riyadh, and it is brutal, right? This is a film I wasn't exactly sure about, but having seen it, Alex Garland, it's weird. I think I've seen everything that he has done from Never Let Me Go all the way up through Civil War, which was just, a year or two ago. I think that Men is one of the worst films that I have ever seen, and I will fight to my dying day in that take. But I do think, he has here we are, we're in the Alex Garland diaspora, right? We whole library of films in his distinctive style. The use of sound in this film is absolutely stunning. It's amazing. The way the camera moves, just the overall look of it. I would say that sometimes Alex Garland does feel a little self-important, like he's putting his own vision ahead of the actual telling of the story, which I think might get in the way, but it doesn't happen in this movie. This movie is about these young men who are trapped behind enemy lines with seemingly no way out. And, just not to get too personal here, but one of the characters, Elliot, who does get injured pretty severely in this film, looks exactly like my brother-in-law from the mustache and the chewing the tobacco and all of that. And he's not been through, this exact circumstance, but he has served. And when people who have been through potentially shit like this, it definitely makes it more personal. And I think what I really enjoyed about this film is it showed the nerves, it showed how scared they were. And not that that doesn't happen in a film like Black Hawk Down or even SEAL Zero Dark 30, right? I think that that is something that is important to show the humanity, and it's not just like the 80s action films of running out and killing the bad guys. And in fact, I don't even think that they do much with building up who the bad guys are. They talk about a jihad and that sort of thing. But it doesn't get political, which I thought Civil War maybe did a little bit too much, or maybe not enough. I don't know. It needed to go one way or the other. But this is just the story about those guys. And it was weird because I'm watching it and I'm thinking, how the hell is this going to end? What is going to happen? Because this story has not ended. This story is still going. And as it ends sort of abruptly, and then you see the comparisons of, this guy played this character and, this is him in real life and all that sort of thing. And what they did behind the scenes, I thought maybe the credits could have done a little bit more with that, showing how they trained, because these guys did train with actual Navy SEALs and recreating the event. It was a little interesting, like any true story where it says this is all based on real memory, and then of course it shows scenes that they never could have been involved with, but that was very, very, very minor. I would give this movie, honestly, I think I'm going to put this up there at an 8. I think that this is a see it, because I think it is cinematic. I think it is huge. I think that the tense nature of this film is important to see with the sound and everything else around that. I think that this is a good one to see in the theaters, especially if you were, I'm not saying an action film, if you were into the war, that genre of film, this is going to be, I think, right up there talked about with the Black Hawk Downs and all of that. So anyway, please let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you after the next movie.